All right, ladies and gents, I think we are just about ready to get tonight's stream all rolling here. Welcome, everybody. Back again to another stream on this lovely Tuesday evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Today is stream number 587, and for today's stream, figured we could just do a chill hangout stream, talk about whatever it is you guys wish to talk about. Really quick though, streaming schedule. Streams are possible Monday to Friday, 6 to 7 Central, with the only guaranteed trivia day being the only guaranteed stream day being trivia every Thursday. That's what I meant to say. My goodness, I can English goodly, apparently. Like I said, just kind of a chill stream for tonight. Nothing really too much of anything going on here. Yeah, Kat's not here today. She is sleeping. She went to bed. So I'm still up, had nothing to do, figured, sure, let's hop on stream, since it do be around that time. But yeah, got really nothing planned for tonight's stream. Figured we could just hang out, talk about whatever. How are you guys doing on this lovely Tuesday evening? Hopefully you guys are doing just dandy. I've been okay, been real busy these past couple of days, especially this weekend. Drove 4 hours round trip to go see my papa for his birthday. That was fun. And I also got a lot of stuff from my parents' house that I need to sell. So I have a bunch of stuff that I'm trying to sell off. Let's see. Been bored all day. I feel that, yeah, especially tonight. Tonight's been a little slow. Good, doing great, good when Kat stream. Hopefully soon, I would love to have Kat do another Kat stream where she just plays Dress to Impress and such, or whatever she wants to do. Let's see, got Dragons Rising Season 2 Sora in the mail yesterday. Very cool. Awesome figure. Yeah, we aren't accepting friend requests right now on the Switch. We haven't for a while because my friends list has been full for a while, so I really wish Nintendo would let you add more friends because it's been pretty full. Getting out of work, I'm good, hoping for burgers for dinner. Burgers sound good. The other day, I was really craving a burger. Unfortunately, it was like 10 at night, and nowhere that sold burgers was open. So, I could go to the gas station and get a burger, but gas station burgers, at least in my experience, they don't really sit the best. They're not super easy on the stomach. Let's see. 3 spelling tests. My goodness. How's your Sora costume? I'm not going to be Sora. I don't know why you keep asking that. Ridiculous. Let's see. Without spoilers, saw the Doc Wyatt tweet saying the Forbidden 5 experience time normally, but their bodies are frozen. Yeah, we talked about that as well in a video that I made this weekend, talking about Ninjago characters that age strangely. Yeah, Kai is now one of those Ninjago characters that has a weird age, because when Kai was in Nether Space, his body, again, without spoilers, his body didn't really age. So, but he felt the time passing. Just keep that in mind if you're watching Season 2 Part 2 anytime soon. Think it's an Amazon thing, why so many people are getting the Mateo head and the Master Lloyd. Oh, like, do I think it's an Amazon thing? I'm not so sure. I mean, it could be. I mean, Amazon is where I got mine. Not sure if the other example that I showed in that video, I'm not sure if they also got their book from Amazon. Could be an Amazon thing. I feel like it's more so just a manufacturing thing, Like, I feel like if you were to buy that Dreams book, it would have the Lloyd head. So I guess if you bought both the Dreams book and the Ninjago book, well, then you would have 2 complete figures. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that entire situation. I am curious, though. I might buy that Dreams book at some point, or I might just try to buy another copy of that Ninjago book just to see what happens. But those books are $20. I can put those $20, somewhere else. But yeah, if it is like a common thing, like if every copy of that book includes the wrong face, yeah, not the best thing ever. Let's see. Just got back into Ninjago, loving it, haven't watched since Crystallized. So you are watching like Dragons Rising and stuff? That's pretty cool. If I understand that comment correctly, might not be. Yeah, Dragons Rising is pretty good so far. I like it so far. Couple of hiccups every now and then, but when doesn't Ninjago have hiccups, right? Ninjago's like Hiccup City. But it is pretty good. What's your favorite variant of each ninja? Ooh, kind of a loaded question, but I will say one of my favorite Ninjago minifigures of all time is the original Golden Ninja Lloyd from way back in the day. So probably that one's at the top of the list. I also really like Island Cole. Let's see. Kai's got a lot of cool variants. Yeah, there are others. Let's see. That might be a good like question to adapt into like a video. The best version of each of the ninja. Let's see. Oh, Momo found a toy. Hi, Momo. My cat Momo is here, and she found one of her little plastic balls with the bell in it. She loves to bat those around, especially at the best possible times, right, Momo? Let's see. Yeah, so say if it was 6 months. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying there, Gay Rig. I understand. Not really trying to get super into that because, again, like spoilers and stuff, but you're fine. Favorite Ninjago set I own? At the moment, it's still the movie Destiny's Bounty because that's like one of my favorite Ninjago sets ever, and it's one that I still have on display. I'm also a big fan of the Ninjago City Gardens. I still have that one on display. I have a lot of Ninjago sets in storage, though, because I do not have a lot of space to display Ninjago sets nowadays. But I do have some on display around here. Let's see. Momo needs to meet my cat, Tuna Cat. Tuna Cat? That's an awesome name. Tuna Cat. I was just talking with Cat today, and we were like, you know, the funny name for Waffle, my other cat, is Pancake, right? Because pancakes and waffles. What if you had a cat called French Toast, and you called him, like, Toasty for short? That could be fun. Do I recommend buying the movie Bounty? I'd say so. It's a pretty good Bounty. It's probably my favorite version of the Bounty that exists. I think it's a lot better than the Dragons Rising one and the Legacy one. It has some issues for sure, but it's definitely not awful. Still my favorite Ninjago set ever. Want to get the Ninja Mechs from the Ninjago movie, but they're also expensive now. Yeah, I only have a few. I have Kai's, I have Cole's, and I have Lloyd's. Oh, and I have Nia's. I don't have Jay's. I did once upon a time, but I sold it, and I never got Zane's. I could never find Zane's, like, in-store. That's what I was trying to go for. I was trying to buy them all in-store, but alas, I could never find Zane's Tank. Also, Spidercar, thank you for being a channel member for 14 months. That's crazy. Thank you very much. Appreciate ya. I know, rest in peace, the City Gardens. Yeah, for those of you guys that did not get the memo, the Ninjago City Gardens is retiring at the end of this year. So if you have not yet purchased it, you might want to grab that before it retires and before the price on the secondhand market skyrockets, because I imagine people will be trying to sell that set for a pretty high sum there. much like the other Ninjago City sets that exist out there. Yeah, I know. It also kind of marks the end of Ninjago Legacy as well. It's very sad. Like, the more that I was thinking about it, like, you know, prepping for that video, the more sad I got. I mean, yeah, this is also, like, the end of Legacy. I know Legacy got discontinued, like, a while ago, but, you know, the Ninjago City Gardens was, like, the only Legacy set still on the market. And it's been around for a while. Stream keeps disconnecting. Is anyone else seeing, like, stream disconnect, or is it just, yourself there and, their internet, perhaps? Could very well be mine. My internet's been kind of spotty today, especially. It had a decent shelf life. Yeah, it lasted, like, nearly 4 years. That's pretty impressive. Like 3 years and 9 months or something. I can't math. A lot of you guys are saying good. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Lego Fortnite added a new world. That's pretty cool. Might want to check that out at some point. Yeah, we could probably do a stream at some point as well. Not a bad idea there. When will you do your next ranking of all the Ninjago seasons? Pretty soon here, after Season 2 Part 2 drops officially on the 3rd of October. After that happens, I'm going to do all of my episode reviews. I'll probably do another video talking about Part 2 just as it is, how I feel about it, if my opinions have changed since watching it the first time from the leaks. But then after that, yeah, I'm going to do my updated ranking. I want to do an updated history video. There's all kinds of updates that I want to do after Part 2 releases on the 3rd. So yeah, you will be seeing a new ranking video. Hooray for that. I will say, one thing that I'm kind of like hesitant about is I'm like, okay, Dragons Rising Season 2, consists of 20 episodes, right? Do I count it all as one season, or do I do like Part 1 and Part 2? I think I'm just going to count it all as one season because technically it's all just Season 2. Probably just going to do that. TBH. I'll figure it out. Who knows how I'm going to feel like 3 weeks from now when I film that video. Let's see. Do I ship Kai and Cole? I do not personally, but I don't mind the ship. I feel like I ship more, or I ship Kai and Cole more with other people than I do with each other. But, got my merged world book from Amazon. Did get the Mateo head. So it does kind of seem like it's a common thing. My goodness. Kind of like that head for Lloyd. Yeah, it doesn't look bad, right? I mean, I get why they might have messed it up. I mean, they do look rather similar. Kind of sucks, though, that it's seeming even more like it's a common thing. Uh-oh. Should count it all as one season, even if it should have been made as two. Yeah, that's probably what I will do, because, yeah, like I said, technically it's all Season 2. Like, all 20 episodes of Part 1 and Part 2 combined. Those 20 episodes make up Season 2. Wouldn't really be fair, to count it as like, oh, Part 1 and Part 2 are separate. Though I do agree they probably should have been like different seasons, because Part 1 and Part 2 of Season 2 are wildly different, at least in my opinion. They're like completely different storylines. They probably should have been like, individual seasons. Thoughts on the Wednesday sets? I haven't really looked at them. Are they on Lego.com? I mean, I wouldn't mind giving those a look-see if they're on Lego.com on the shop. If not, we'll probably just check those out when they do end up getting on the shop. I don't really trust showing Lego images unless they are on the Lego shop, the website at least. As I take a sip of my beverage. By the way, I've got a beverage other than water. Zero Sugar Starry. You know that Sprite knockoff? It's Starry. It's not Sprite. It's not Sierra Mist. It's not even 7-Up. It's Starry. Oh, man. Can you say a brain rot word? Sure, have fun. Do you think we will ever get a new Ninjago video game? I'd like that at some point. Not sure if we ever will, though. Who knows? Maybe for the 15th anniversary. Seems like they're cooking something up over there. Who knows what it'll be. Yeah, they do feel like extremely different, Part 1 and Part 2. Yeah, I got Starry. Now, the reason why I have Starry, right? You might be wondering, why in the world are you drinking a Starry? Well, when I was at my parents' this weekend, my mom gave me a case of Starry. I guess they didn't want it, so now I get it. Hooray for me. Someone's got to drink these Starries. It's not going to be my cats, tell you that much. I ain't going to let them go to waste. So I got to drink 12 Starries, because it was a pack of 12. Hooray for Starry. Let's see. Starry tastes like if you put motor oil in Sprite. I mean, kinda. It's got like that weird taste of this might kill me, but I don't know. It's good enough. Like I said, it's just kind of like another Sprite, 7-Up, Sierra Mist. Isn't this like what Sierra Mist became? Like it's not Sierra Mist anymore, it's Starry. I remember reading that somewhere. Maybe I dreamed it. Might have been a very specific dream that I had. Who's to say? Are you planning to get the Lego Beef Boss set? You mean that one burger? I'll probably skip the burger, but if they do make a set with a Beef Boss minifigure, might try to grab that set, or at least just that minifigure, because I like that figure. Or at least the design in the game. Saw you watched Transformers 1. I did see it. I saw it on Saturday. Went to go see it because my theater had early screenings of it. Not a great audience. However, the movie was pretty heckin' good. And I will be seeing it again tomorrow. So I'm excited to see it again. Loved it the first time around. Just kind of sucks that the audience wasn't very good. Let's see. Gotta leave stream early. Hope you have a good stream. Sounds good, Spider-Car. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us here tonight. But yeah, the audience for my Transformers screening, I wasn't expecting there to be a lot of people because when I bought my tickets, it was pretty dead. But when I got there, there were quite a few people there and a lot of families, which means a lot of screaming children. And I'm just like, ugh. I just want to watch this movie, bro. Like, I get it. I get it's a kid's movie, but come on. Control your kids, man. They're running up and down the aisles screaming. The first 5 minutes of the movie, completely, like, I couldn't even hear what was going on the screen. And I tried my best. So I'm excited to see it again tomorrow. Hopefully the audience will be less loud. It's also going to be later at night. So, you know, fingers crossed. It's, like, not super loud, but yeah, that's pretty much what I experienced. Wasn't as bad as my screening for Venom 2, though. That is still one of my worst theater experiences, I'd say. And plus, like I said, the movie was good. There is one moment in the movie, though, and I'm not going to get into spoilers, but there was one moment in the movie where something happens and everyone went quiet. And I was like, oh my god, this is actually, like, impacting people. It was pretty crazy. So yeah, like I said, I liked the movie. As a Transformers fan, I enjoyed it quite a bit. And also, by the way, today is Transformers Day. Hello, everyone. Happy Transformers Day. Without spoilers, thoughts on Alita. She was cool. I didn't mind her. Though Megatron, he was the best character in that movie. Or D16 or whatever his name is. Megatron before he becomes Megatron. What do you think will happen after Dragons Rising? I mean, they could do all kinds of stuff. They've kind of already confirmed that Dragons Rising is not going to be the end of Ninjago, and they probably will do more after. Not sure what they would do, though. Either a sequel to Dragons Rising, or, like myself and many other people have suggested, maybe they could do a prequel. You know, tackle like, oh, Momo found the ball. They could tackle like Serpentine Wars stuff. The main characters could be Wu, Garmadon, Rey, Maya, Jay's mom. They could do all kinds of stuff. I think a prequel would be pretty sick, not gonna lie. That would be what I would choose personally. Then again, if you do a prequel, you have like the situation where it's like, oh, we can't put the ninja in there because they weren't born yet, but I don't know. Maybe Dragons Rising is just kind of like being used as that transitional period, you know, to get us like away from our core ninja. I wouldn't mind a prequel with sets to go with it. Could do a space season. Yeah, they could. Who knows what's going to happen at the end of Dragons Rising? Maybe the entire universe will collide with other universes or something. I don't know. The merge, but on a greater scale. Anything's possible in the Ninjagos. I don't think the merge would be reversed or they would unmerge. I feel like the merge is permanent.
Father would not want you to do this, brother.
It's just a matter of stabilizing it, I guess. Darkus, thank you very much for the $1.99. Darkus says, how would you feel if Human Zane returns in Season 3? Do you mean like the cloak, or if Zane like just turns human? I feel like his cloak might return at some point, because why not? Not sure if he himself would become, like, human again. Might need to provide some explanation surrounding how that would work if they do decide to do that. Might be more timeline trickery, who's to say. But thank you once again, Darkus, for the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate ya. Let's see. Thoughts on the Optimus Alita ship? I mean, I like them together. I mean, in the 80s they were together, if I recall correctly. Oh, the cloak, you mean? Yeah, I wouldn't mind if the cloak returned. I feel like there are some instances in Dragon's Rising already where the cloak might have come in handy. For example, that Zane Celebration Day thing. But then again, nobody really recognized him anyway, so who cares? Deadpool Wolverine releasing October 1st digitally. That's cool. I'll probably wait for the Blu-ray before I watch it again, assuming that they will release it on Blu-ray. Can't imagine they would not. I'm sure one day physical media is just going to be completely obsolete, which makes me sad, but, you know, we are living in a digital age, I suppose, right? Where you actually, you know, don't own any of the things that you buy digitally. It do be what it do be. If Dragon's Rising ran like the original series, we would have 3 seasons with a leaked 4th season that comes out in 2 weeks, with season 5 coming out in spring. Is that really how it would go? Or do you mean like, surely you don't mean like time-wise, right? Because we're only like 2 years into Dragon's Rising. Or maybe you mean like episode batches, perhaps. Like the amount of episodes. I think that's more so what you mean, right? The amount of episodes, possibly. Do you have any custom sets or minifigures? I used to build a lot of like custom vehicles back in the day for the Ninja. Right now I don't really have a whole lot of those around. All of those are in pieces in storage. But I do have a bunch of custom minifigures. You know, variants of the Ninja that don't exist, / minifigures and characters from the show that don't exist physically. I like to make a lot of those. Yeah, like my custom purple ninja from way back in the day. Or, for example, I have like customs of Gandalaria and Aracor. A lot of characters from Dragon's Rising that do not have actual minifigures, at least as of yet. No one talks about how Chancellor Gulch from Master of the Mountain made a cameo during season 1. I mean, yeah, technically, good old Chancellor Gulch was what? One of the first characters from the original series, aside from the Ninja, to show up in Dragon's Rising. Kind of a weird choice, but I kind of respect it too. It's something that you wouldn't really expect. Yeah, both season 4s would be tournaments. Yeah, that's true. If you consider, like, part 1 of Dragon's Rising season 1, season 1 part 2 would be season 2 part 1 would be season 3, and season 2 part 2 would be season 4. Yeah, both season 4s are tournament arcs. Kinda, sorta. I feel like maybe they just should have done that instead of having 20 episode seasons. Chop it up into 2 parts. I don't know. I would also like each season to have a title. They don't do that no more. They're just season 1 and season 2. Kind of boring, but I know some Ninjago fans have some pretty sick fan titles for those specific chapters. As I take a sip of my lovely Starry.
Father would not want you to do this, brother.
Man, those super chats are just going through like immediately. There like is hardly a delay tonight. That's nice. Darkest with another $1.99. Thank you, Darkest. Do you think Mini Pix is with Pixel and Grown Up? Oh my god, can you imagine? Can you imagine they find Pixel and it's essentially like her and Zane's kid, right? Like Mini Pix has evolved into like this little robot. Oh, I don't know if I'd like that, but it could be cool to see Zane like try to be a dad to this thing, you know? That could be kind of fun, actually, the more that I think about it. Sure, let it happen, Lego. The Ninjagos, Doc Wyatt, whoever. Make it happen. Make Zane a papa. But also thank you, Darkest, for the $1.99. Appreciate that. I did not see any reactions to Agatha. I just don't really care about that show all that much, to be honest with you. I'm not going to watch it, and I haven't really been going out of my way to find reviews for it. But if you want to let me know what people are saying, you know, by all means. I'm probably not going to be looking for it, though. Favorite Ninjago vehicle? You know, if you count the Bounty, I'd say the Bounty. Let's see. I also really like Kai's Fire Mech, like the original one from the final battle. If you call that a vehicle, I'd say so. Gets you from point A to point B, so I guess it counts. Just doesn't have wheels, but then again, neither do planes. And those count as vehicles, technically. From what I recall from learning in school. If Kai can be a dad, so can Zane. Exactly. You have all the bad bounties. I'm not sure if there is a bad bounty. I mean, some of them look a little, I guess, weak compared to like modern ones. Like the original doesn't really look all that great by today's standards, but at the time it was still pretty cool. I'm not sure if there is a bad bounty. The Final Flight one isn't that bad. I don't have it anymore. Oh, the Land Bounty and the Dragon's Rising Bounty. Yeah, Land Bounty, I'm not, like, biggest fan of that. Dragon's Rising Bounty, I think, looks okay. The only difference is there ain't no dragon head up front. I suppose some planes do have wheels. I mean, you gotta land, right? Is there a plane that doesn't have wheels? I wonder. Curiosity might get the better of me later. Got the Legacy Bounty, looks pretty cool. I saw someone on Mercari selling a Legacy Bounty not too long ago. Thought about getting it, but then again, it's Mercari. Not the biggest fan of that website, service, whatever it is. Oh, the 4+ one? I mean, yeah, I guess that one would count, right? Yeah, I can say that one is truly terrible. Maybe there are bad versions of the bounty. They're all good in their own ways, though, right? The power of positive thinking. Astro Bounty. That could be pretty cool. Like a shuttle or something, like a rocket ship, but a bounty. Sure. Why not? What about the Dark Bounty? Oh, the Black Bounty that Garmadon made in Season 2? Yeah, I like that design too. I always wanted it to be a set back in the day, but then again, it is just a recolored bounty, and if you had the original bounty, you could always customize it yourself to make a black bounty. I do kind of prefer those colors. That was a fun time to be a Ninjago fan. 4+ is good in its own way by showing not to take the good bounties for granted. True. And I suppose it might be good for like some of the really young members of the Ninjago community, you know, the ones that can't really build up the proper larger bounties. I mean, it's a 4+ set for a reason. It's juniors. Darkus with another 199. Thank you, Darkus. They say, imagine a horse carriage but as a bounty. Like that carriage that they were hauling Master Wu in during like the pilot season of Ninjago. If that just like morphs into a bounty or something, that would be hilarious. I was always sad that they didn't make that a set, you know? That would have been an awesome way to include all of the original ninja and Master Wu as whatchamacallit, as minifigures. What about the Land Bounty? Yeah, not a fan of the Land Bounty. Or, you know, the Hydra Bounty was okay. I don't know. The Land Bounty is still kind of ugly, in my opinion. Not sure if I would consider that a bounty, but I guess it technically would be, right? I'd feel offended as a 4-year-old. Yeah, if you were gifted that bounty. Here, wait. I wonder if I can find pictures of it online. Need to take a good long look at this thing. Here, give me a second here. Destiny's Bounty 4+. I guess I'll just go to Brickset. Brickset, where best friends are made. I'm also going to mute my volume quick. Pull up the chat on my phone so I can see you guys' is. Oh, that's the wrong one. We need the 4+ one. Come on. Come on, computer, work for me. My computer has been running kind of slow recently. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this thing is kind of ugly. Here, hold up. I'll share my screen here in a second. Ignore the ads. Brickset is, like, littered with ads. Acteth over 400 annually and benefits value. Look at this guy. Look at this thing. It's just, like, one big, like, chunk, you know. At least they got the dragon head up front. They got a little steering wheel. Yeah, You got a little jail. They probably could have just taken a lot of these parts and put it into the boat. That would have been cool, I guess. Got some good minifigures, though. I mean, if you don't already have these from buying other sets, pretty sure none of these are exclusive. I know the ghost dragon. I didn't even realize that was a dragon. I thought it was like some type of glider. Look at that guy. Can I do a nice... Get out of here. Can I do a nice zoom and enhance on that thing? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. Thank you, brick set. At least you get some jewels, right? Some jewels in the treasure chest and some gold. And you get an anchor, a really small little anchor. Yeah, that's the... Oh, yeah, and the flag. Yep. That's actually not a bad part. Not sure if it's worth getting this entire thing just for that, but it's got some good parts. A lot of not so good parts, but, you know. Yeah, maybe some bounties aren't all that great. I take it back. Set of the year right here. Yeah, that was from Ninjago Legacy. Did they make sets for the golden weapon vehicles for them? They had... also, thank you, Lancy, for the sub. Sorry, my volume was off. Volume's back on. They made the golden weapon vehicles originally, like way back in the day. For Legacy, they only had... Let's see, they had Jays, they had Kais, and they had Zanes. They did not do Coles. Instead, for Cole, they decided to go with the Earth Driller, as that one was more iconic, I guess. And in my opinion, more needing of a Legacy remake than the Tread Assault, which I still thought looked okay. Feel like a Legacy version would have been cool, but Earth Driller needed it more, man. That original Earth Driller set is not it. And I had that set. I can tell you with confidence it was not it. Let me skip to a different season. Let's go Legacy. Sure. Or, sorry, Season 10. Tomato, tomato. What do you do in your free time? I mean, a lot of my time is spent making videos. Otherwise, I like to watch movies, play a few video games every now and then. I travel quite a bit. I mean, you know, we're going on a little trip here, me and Kat, at the end of the month. Looking forward to that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Of course, I need to find some time to eat, shower, all that good stuff. Hygiene and whatnot. Zane's Copter was the only Season 3 vehicle set to not get remade. I mean, yeah, the Kai Fighter was, Thunder Raider was. Yeah, never got a Ninja Copter Legacy remake. Yeah, I'm gonna buy the Motion Source Dragon probably closer to my birthday. I think I might buy that as like a birthday present to myself. I don't have it yet, but I will probably grab it before the end of the year here. I'm just not in a rush to get it, you know? Like, I will get it, I just don't need it right now, if that makes sense. I'll get it eventually, though. Probably closer to my birthday. As I take a sip of my Starry. I don't need a Sora costume. Oh my god. You guys. You're not going to manifest it into existence, I promise. Oh yeah, Lloyd's little bike wasn't remade either. Yeah, I suppose. Never did get a remake of that thing. Nia's car didn't. That is actually a very, very cool vehicle. Like that one car that came in the Nindroid Mech Dragon. I like that set quite a bit, and I love that car. Such a cool car. You're going to be Kai for Halloween. Nice. Very cool. Why did Soto choose to have dragon heads on his ship? I don't know. Maybe he thought that they looked cool or something. I mean, if you had a big dragon head on the front of your ship, I feel like you would be really intimidating, you know? No one would mess with you. Rewatched Ninjago. There are a bunch of pictures in the monastery with the ninja from the murals on the monastery wall. Yep. Those are not there anymore following the merge. They mysteriously disappeared. Who knows why? Ooh, gonna be Geo for Halloween. Another good choice. Very cool. I love Geo. He's such a cool character. And he's got a cool power, you know? I like fusion.
Ain't no one leaving this party.
Thank you, Patrick, for the sub. Patrick 12, more specifically. There were 11 more Patricks before this Patrick. Appreciate you, Patrick. If one of the original 6 ninja had to die, who would you want it to be? I mean, I don't really hate any of them, but I feel like it would make the most sense for Lloyd to die, just because he's kind of like the main one, you know? I feel like if anything, he would sacrifice himself for the rest of the team. If anyone's gonna die, it's probably gonna be him. At least in my opinion. Gonna be Aracor? That's pretty cool. I wonder how you'll do the 4 arms. Might be interesting to think about. Yeah, Lloyd. I feel so too. I feel like that's, yeah, the only, like, logical choice. Like, I'm not saying I hate Lloyd and that he deserves to die or anything like that. All I'm saying is, if they were to kill off one of the original ninja, it would probably be Lloyd. Yeah. Also, Darkest, thank you very much for the $4.99. Darkest says, do you think a certain dragon in Season 2 Part 2 is actually the $20 forest dragon? Not going to say because spoilers. I'm trying to think about what dragon you do be talking about. What dragon showed up in Season 2 Part 2 without getting into spoilers? I can't really think of a whole lot. I feel like the forest dragon, though, it's going to be a tiny dragon somehow. It's going to be kind of cute, though, I reckon. I'm probably going to get it. I like the idea of a forest dragon just in general. Might want to grab this one. Maybe build it up and expand it into a larger forest dragon. But thank you very much, Darkus. Wish I knew what you meant. Maybe it'll come to me later. It'll appear to me in a dream. Mine's kind of going blank right now, though. Yeah, Lloyd probably would make that sacrifice. I agree. Yeah, I know people would probably say Cole because of the whole thing with his reflection and whatnot. I don't know. Perhaps. Oh, wait. I think I know what dragon you're talking about. I mean, the dragon that you're talking about, Darkus, is he like really teeny tiny? Really teeny tiny and maybe a little green? I think I know what you're talking about. Could be. What if the forest dragon becomes the new green matriarch? Ooh, perhaps. I mean, we know from the trailer that the thing dies. Thank you, trailer, for revealing that. So, yeah, Darkus, I think I know what you're talking about now. I gotcha. I mean, possibly. Thing was green, and this dragon do be kind of small, so, you know. Just kind of assuming it's small based on the price point. Because for $20, it ain't going to be a big dragon. But yeah, possibly. How many episodes is Dragons Rising? If you count Season 2 Part 2, right now there are 40 episodes of Dragons Rising. Because each season has 2 parts. Each part has 10 episodes. That makes 2 seasons of 20 episodes. Very long seasons. Let's see. Trying to see what else we can talk about here. Gonna be the same size as Baby Ryu. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. Yeah, Lloyd did die in March of the Oni, that's true. He died for a little bit and then came back. He said, surprise, I'm alive. I'm not dead. Even though this door fell on me. Are we going to see that lion guy from Chima in Dragons Rising? I mean, they did say that Dragons Rising could feature Chima characters, and some Chima characters have the potential to show up, from what I remember them saying at Comic-Con. Not sure who or what or when, but I feel like maybe we will see Chima characters. We kind of already have that with a certain Tiger Man that runs around in Dragons Rising. So maybe we will see more. Who knows? Do you think Ryu will go through another growth spurt again? Possibly, yeah. I feel like every season maybe they could have Ryu get a little bigger, you know? Until eventually he's fully grown and does whatever Ryu needs to do. I don't know, maybe we will see that. Who knows? So did Nia and Seabound? I mean, kinda. She kind of just like forgot who she was and became water, but I guess if you wanted to count that as a death, you probably could. Yeah, Dragon's Rising is a nice breath of fresh air. I agree. Yeah, because Ninjago for a while there was pretty formulaic, for lack of a better term. Dragon's Rising kind of, gives it an opportunity to grow into something else. It's also a good stopping point, so if you really wanted to, you don't need to watch Dragon's Rising, Like, you could stop with Crystallized, and Dragon's Rising could just be its own thing. I'd still call it like a soft reboot. Not necessarily a reboot, but they're doing things a little bit differently. They're still keeping continuity, of course, but, hence the term soft reboot. Aaron is the worst person ever. I mean, you're certainly entitled to your own opinion. I feel like I could point out some Ninjago characters that are worse than Aaron, though. But, it do be what it do be. Yeah, that is true. Nia left her mortal body. Like I said, if you wanted to count that as a death, I'm sure you probably could. I mean, they had a funeral for her and everything, so I can see why it might count. What else? Person blinded by nostalgia's in the chat. My goodness. I kind of want to do a video talking about, like, being blinded by nostalgia. I don't know. It's ultimately not that big of a deal. I mean, the people who don't watch Dragon's Rising, they're not going to watch Dragon's Rising anyway, so. And you can't force them to. You can just let them, go off and do their own thing. Or whatever. Yeah, I'm not a huge hater of Aaron, He's okay. I like him. He hasn't really done anything to make me not like him, so I like him. Do you trust Rotten Tomatoes? I mean, back in the day, I used to quite a bit. Nowadays, though, it's kind of like, I'd say a little difficult to trust them. A lot of times that they review movies, it kind of just seems like they're not reviewing the movie all that much. And instead, they're just kind of like ignoring a lot about, what the movie has to offer in favor of talking about like other stuff, if that makes sense. So, I don't know. Movie critics have kind of fallen off, in my opinion. Oh, a bunch of bald people in the chat. Let's get some bald people. Wait. I'll put some bald people too. Ha ha. And a little chicken leg. Look at that. Perfect. What else do we have here? Yeah, Dareth isn't that great. I agree. Have a Ninjago AU. Does AU stand for alternate universe, or what does that stand for? Have a Ninjago AU where Lloyd has an older sister. Her name is Marilyn Montgomery Garmadon. It's a pretty name. It's a good idea. But does AU stand for... It does stand for alternate universe? Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Wasn't sure. After Dragon's Rising is at the end for Ninjago. Nah, probably not. They said they're probably still going to be doing, like, other stuff, even after, or at least they hinted at that, so I'd say that Dragon's Rising is not the end.
Would not want you to do this, brother.
There's probably going to be more. Also, thank you, Darkus, for the $1.99. Thoughts on missing Link making a G1 RC toy? Well, I think that's pretty good because RC never got a toy, right? Because female characters don't sell. Oh, where have I heard that before? Ninjago? Lego? Huh? But no, I mean, I'm glad that they're making it. I'm probably not going to get it, though. I haven't really been, like, huge on the Missing Link line. It's cool and all that, but, it's not like I grew up with G1 outside of the movie, so. Because I wasn't around at the time. She was in my AU, or wait, she in my AU was the first to control her Oni form. Awesome. Wonder what that would look like. Prayers that Ninjago lasts until 2051 to 2061. Can you imagine getting eventually, like, one day a 40th anniversary of Ninjago? It's crazy to think that we're, like, we're inching closer to the, whatchamacallit, the 15th anniversary. Let alone 40 years. Can you imagine? Celebrating the 40th year of Ninjago. It's wild. Transformers 1 or 86 movie. Probably still 86. I don't think it's as good as that movie. I might just be blinded by nostalgia, perhaps. I also am debating right now if Transformers 1 is better than Bumblebee or not. Kind of going back and forth. Because I watched Bumblebee like a couple hours before I watched Transformers 1. Like, I rewatched Bumblebee again. And I still really like that movie. I wasn't about to watch the Michael Bay movies. I kind of figured Transformers 1 would be better than it. And it, it was, obviously. It's not hard to be better than Michael Bay. Cannot watch the 86 movie without sobbing. Yeah, I cried again. I rewatched that one, too. I watched that. Then the next day I watched Bumblebee, and then a couple hours after that I drove to the theater and watched Transformers 1. So I was like, back to back to back Transformers viewings there. Yeah, the 86 movie is still very sad, especially like the first 20 minutes.
Father would not want you to do this, brother.
Nat Christmas, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. They say, have vision therapy set up for my reading problem. Hope to get it solved because I like reading. I hope you get it solved too. Hopefully everything goes well. Hope you were able to read comfortably again soon. Best wishes for you. But thank you once again, Nat Christmas. Appreciate the $5 super chat. And like I said, hopefully things do get solved. Hopefully you were able to read comfortably again soon. Fingers crossed. What year do you think the ninja are currently experiencing as of Dragon's Rising Season 2? That's a good question because, do years even exist the same way that they do in our world? Like, is there such a thing as like a specific year? I mean, surely, right? But what year is it? I don't know. I always just kind of thought Ninjago was modern day because they have like phones and laptops and there are cities and whatever. I don't know. Just kind of, if they count years the same way. Just kind of depends. Who knows? That's a great question, though. Doubt the Ninjago series will ever explain. I mean, they certainly hadn't before the merge, and now post-merge. It's even more complicated, so who knows? Like, if all of the realms had their own calendar system before the merge happened, how do they decide now what calendar year it is post-merge? Like, does someone, collectively decide, hey, this is what year it is? Who knows? Could not tell you. What's the worst Ninjago season? I mean, probably season 11, unless you count Day of the Departed, in which case it would probably be that one. Ow, my legs. My legs do be hurting, though. Let's switch to season 2 pictures. Sure, Final Battle. I like Final Battle. Nostalgia blind fans say Kai was cooler in season 7 than this current season. I disagree with that, though Hands of Time had some pretty cool Kai moments, like the fight with his dad, when he was freaking out and fighting his dad. But yeah, Dragon's Rising Kai, you guys already know. I love Dragon's Rising Kai. He's so cool. Thought Ninjago's merge was like our world's Pangea. I mean, kind of, but it's more so that, but instead of like continents, splitting apart or fusing together or whatever. I guess it's more so just a bunch of different dimensions colliding and whatnot, because they are technically like different realms, right? I guess it would be like if we collided with another dimension full of like snake people. That'd be crazy. The Serpentine are real, Kai. They are nothing to joke about. Are the Ninjago books any good? Thinking of getting one. Which one is the best? Ooh. So for Ninjago books, I'm just looking down at my little book collection down there. I'd recommend either Spinjitzu Brothers, which is a canon prequel following Young Woo, Young Garmadon, or I would say you get into the comics. So like the Garmadon comics or Ninjago Shatterspin is running right now. I'd say any of those would be fun, especially Spinjitzu Brothers. I think that's a great series of books to read if you like the idea of a Ninjago prequel. And plus it is canon, so, you know, anything canon is good. Am I going to be alive in the 22nd century? Probably not. Maybe there's a chance, but I don't even know what I'm going to do tomorrow, let alone like 80 years from now, you know? Kai and Wildfire are great. I agree. I like them quite a bit. Nice father-daughter relationship there. Let's see. The Overlord did not need to come back.
Want you to do this, brother.
I feel like the Overlord probably needed to one last time, but I think now we're done. Nat Christmas, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Nat Christmas says, random thought the merge is a reverse Pangea. Yeah, kinda. I mean, Pangea was like all the continents together and then they all split apart. The merge is like, you know, a bunch of different dimensions colliding. Yeah, I can see that. Like a reverse Pangea. Thank you once again, Nat Christmas, for the $2 super chat, though. Appreciate ya. Forgot you had a Spanish test tomorrow. Uh-oh. Gotta study for that thing, right? I don't know how to say study for your Spanish test in Spanish. Estudiar. I don't know. I took Spanish for 2 years in high school, and I was not very good at it, so don't even know. I know a few words, though. A little bit. Not much. Let's see. What time is it? Oh, we still got some time. We got a few minutes. What else should we talk about? Anything else that we should discuss before we wrap it up here, folks? Anything else? I don't count the 5 minutes in Crystallized. What, when the Overlord came back? He was in there for more than 5 minutes, right? Surely. I wonder how much screen time he had in Crystallized. French? Yeah, I never took French. My school literally only offered Spanish, and that's it. Oh, no, when Lloyd turned evil. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, he was in his Oni form. Yeah, that was like 20 seconds max, I'd say. Harumi should have only appeared for 5 minutes. I wonder how much screen time she had. Quite a bit, if I do recall correctly. What else? Is there a reason that Wu lives for that long? I mean, you know, he's the son of basically Ninjago God, right? He probably does have some immortality in his genes, maybe just a little bit. And plus, you know, he's like Oni and Dragon and all that good stuff. Lloyd's gonna live for a long time, too. Well, you know, if he doesn't sacrifice himself first. He might.
Father would not want you to do this, brother.
Ooh, Darkus with another $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Darkus. Darkus says, what color do you think Wildfire Spinjitzu would be? Let's see. If Wildfire were to use Spinjitzu, probably like a deep red, like a dark maroon red, I'd say. Because what, Kai's is like reddish orange. Wildfire's would probably be more red. But thank you, Darkus, for the $1.99. Still wish Harumi died, went on to see her parents in the departed realm. That would have been wholesome, I imagine. Oh, they're all reunited in the afterlife. Yeah, maybe some blue, too. Like a little bit of, like, fiery blue, like her heat power. I could see that, yeah. With a little bit of blue. Sure. How about dark red with a bit of blue? I would like that. Kai and Wildfire or Kai and Skylar? Well, I definitely don't ship Kai and Wildfire because one is like 30 and one's like 15. But I do think they make for a good like father-daughter dynamic, like I said earlier. So I would have to say Kai and Skylar because those two are like the canon couple. If anything, Kai and Skylar would adopt Wildfire as like their daughter, you know? Like father, mother, daughter. Yeah, I don't think we should be shipping Kai and Wildfire. Let's see. In my AU also wanted to give him a girlfriend. They broke up after season 7. Her name is Stella. I like the name Stella. It's a pretty name. Cole and Vanya or Cole and Geo? Both. I ship both and I like both. Would say who I ship Wildfire with, but spoilers. Yeah, I got you. I think I know what you're getting at, though. How old do you think Roby is? Probably around the same age as some of the other characters, like, perhaps an Aaron or a Sora or maybe even a Wildfire. Who knows? Probably around that age, without getting into details and spoilers and such. Yeah, he's definitely on the younger side. Seems like he's part of the generation that would browse TikTok every chance he gets, brain rot and whatnot. So yeah, probably like 15, 16, somewhere in there. If you had to watch one season for the rest of your life, which season would it be? And I think we can, I was going to say we can all answer that one. If you guys want. Which season would I watch if I could only watch one? Well, season 4 is my favorite season of all time. So naturally, I guess I would say that one. But I'm not sure if it's like the most rewatchable thing ever. I'm trying to think which one is super rewatchable. Might want to pick a longer season because then you have more variety. Oh well, I'll just say season 4. And Darkest 199, can we talk about Noct being a wolf man? Yeah, so that was revealed in the Mysteries of the Merged World book. Lloyd is like, yeah, and then Noct came out of the portal and he was like a wolf man or something like that. And I'm like, okay. Guess I never really thought about him being a wolf, but sure. Again, I was thinking like a crustacean or something. He looks like a sea creature to me, Let's read some of these answers, though. Thank you once again, Darkest, for the 199. Season 5, Season 3, Season 13, Crystallized. A couple of Crystallized is in there. It's not a bad choice. Season 6, Season 5, 4, 8, or Dragon's Rising Season 2. Yeah, Dragon's Rising Season 2 might be a good choice as well. Like I said, it's kind of like a longer season as well. You might want to pick the longer seasons just so you can get some more variety in there. And you're not watching like the same 10 episodes on loop or anything like that. Think the Forbidden Five were different species but gained wolf powers? Possibly. I'm sure we will find out more eventually, though. Anything else that we should talk about before we wrap up for tonight? We are almost out of time. In fact, we are like a few minutes over, but that's okay. Anything else? Any last minute comments, questions, concerns, all of that things is and everything in between is. Can we do trivia on Thursday? Thursday is trivia day. Opinion on Ronin? I like the idea for the character, like the concept of like a bounty hunter. I feel like Ronin as a character, though, not great, I would say. There are some questionable moments with Ronin. But like I said, I do like the idea of a Ninjago bounty hunter. I think the concept is good. Execution leaves a little bit to be desired, but it is what it is, I suppose. I know, Ronin's weird, man. Like, for lack of a better term, Ronin is strange. He's a strange guy. And let's see, let's do one more question before we wrap up for tonight. As I take a sip of my Starry. Him kissing Nia. Yeah. Probably one of my least favorite moments from Season 5. Liked Ronin in Hunted, though. Can't really remember him in Hunted. I guess he only showed up for like a little bit, from what I recall. Let's see. We got to do one more, though. One more question. Yeah, not to mention all the stuff with all the stuff with Ronin and Misako. Let's do this last Darkest comment, and then we'll wrap up. Surprised he didn't make Agent Baitar. Darkest with the 199 super chat. Thank you, Darkest. I might make Agent Baitar at some point. I feel like he could be fun, and I still have like a few Baitar heads lying around, so I might do Agent Baitar, give him the short legs, and call it a day from there. With that being said, though, guys, and once again, thank you, Darkest, for the 199. I think we're going to wrap it up there for stream tonight. Ooh, Agent Baitar, maybe make him a little taller, a little bit more buff. Absolutely. But thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Streams are possible Monday to Friday, 6 to 7 Central, with the only guaranteed streaming day being Thursday, where we have trivia and such. So swing on by Thursday for guaranteed trivia. Probably won't be here tomorrow because I'll be seeing a movie tomorrow. Guess which one? And I will definitely not be back in time for streams. So I will probably... not see you guys until Thursday. So Thursday is the next time we're going to be streaming. So until next time, guys, take care. Have a good one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you guys did enjoy, feel free to like and subscrizzle. Let's get some hugs in the chat. Also, thank you, Candace, for the sub. Do you know Candace? Lol. Let's get some hugs in the chat, though. Hugs and steaks and milks. Absolutely. Alrighty, so thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, like I said, like and subscrizzle, do all that fun stuff. Have a fantastic rest of your day, night, evening, morning, whatever time of day it is for you. Hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.